the next sequence in our second form is a little bit weird looking, maybe, compared to a lot of movements in other forms generally, and other traditions too. So we're using our face block to block an overhead strike. Generally, I'm teaching this as a weapon defense. So I've got some blunt force object. Could be probably a knife I deal with differently, but let's say blunt force, club, stick, hammer, whatever, a bottle, whatever it is. It's coming from the head over the top. So somebody's swinging, trying to hit you on the top of the head with it. Bottles to the top of the head are a very common attack. Okay, so this deals with this in two ways. One, we're stopping the arm. We're moving off center to the side. So they're aiming here. When we take our step, we're stepping off center and then still providing that cover to block. Okay, this also kind of, because I'm hitting their arm, I want to hit their arm underneath. Right, so preferably not up here, preferably up here. So if they was open hand hitting me like this, and they do this, they could pull my hand down if they could just grab it. Where up here, that's much harder, okay, and it gives me more options in general. So I can block there, and I can even shove that in the armpit and shove somebody, even though that's not what we're doing in the form, that is a possibility. In the form, we're taking that block, we're moving off center. One more reason for stepping offline is if they do have something in their hand and I hit it significantly hard enough, whatever it is going to fly out and still hit me. So if they hit over the head and I do this, it comes out of their hand and hits me in the top of the back of the head anyways. So we move off center where it's more likely to go over me or just hit my shoulder. They're in this position. This is open. Unless I stop them way up here, in which case I'll just hit underneath it. But generally I'm stopping about in this because I'm getting kind of low, taking that block. This hand, I've got to pull it back. I don't need it to block, right? I can do both hands, but it's not necessary. It's pulled back so I can strike with it. So this is here, and then when I turn, I'm shifting to a front stance all the way to the side. Okay, so full rotation, locking this leg to thrust into that. This is a palm strike. Here, here. Now this hand reverts back to the cross cover. Okay, because if they do punch, if they did this and punch with the other hand, this elbow is in front of my face if they try to punch me in the face. So I went 1, 2. Now, my pinkies, when I do that movement, are facing the back of the room. 1, 2. The reason that is that they are taller than me, or even close to the same size, so they don't have to be that much taller. If my hand is this way, it rotates my wrist down, and it will hit, my wrist will hit their shoulder while I'm trying to hit over it to hit them in the head. However, by rotating my hand this way, my hand will go over the shoulder without being interrupted, and I'm going to hit them right across the side of the face with my palm like that. Boom. And this is the cross cover again, because it's protecting in case they throw another hand. This is in front of my face to protect. The next move, though, is going to be a hooking palm strike. So this one is if I hit them here, I'm taking this hand and going straight to the nose. They're here in front of me with the butt into the palm, but with a hooking motion here. So not exactly a hook punch. It's a little bit different. It's more of a swipe, but it is with the hard part of the hand, and there is rotational power behind it, but it is swiping, which a punch wouldn't really do. 1, 2. Now this cross covers, because if I'm hitting here, I don't want this back here because the attacker is on this side of me. So I'm cross covering. 1, 2. Okay? But I don't stop here. Even though this is where I'm striking my opponent, I'm bringing the hand all the way center. Okay? To this position. Now, the reason I do that is because I'm training that if somebody's on this side of me, that I can throw that hook punch here. So I'm training two different angles at once. One is just hitting here, and the hand would basically stop here, but one is here. So I'm training both angles at once. This is a different movement. Then we step into the other side and do the exact same movement.